what would happen if you took 15 sim racers, sent them to Spa, put them all in exactly the same car, but then told them they'd got 0 tyre grip and no penalties? Well, the answer is Sparmageddon. Now, to add a little bit of context to what you guys are about to see, this was one of 5 races that were part of Sparks Theory's community event livestream that was held last night. As I said, 5 races, all with some quite interesting rules, but for the purpose of this video, we'll stick to the race at Spa. Now, quite simple, 2 laps, easy enough you might think. However, first of all, traction control was banned. Not too bad. But secondly, and more importantly, everybody had times 50, yes, times 50 tyre wear, which meant by the time you completed your first quarter of a lap, you had no grip whatsoever, which is why this particular race had earned the nickname Hovercraft. You'll see why. Just as we get underway, if I could ask if you guys would consider hitting those like and subscribe buttons, it really does help out the channel, and I appreciate it. Now, as we approach the first corner on the first lap, as you can imagine, it all gets a little bit, well, a bit naughty, as you'd expect. For this race, I'm going to try and stick with the front runners, for the simple fact is, if I had to show every single incident from every car, this video would have been about an hour and a half long. So, the front runners. Here for example, where Susie Q tries a cheeky little corner cut, but I'm sorry Susie, that one's not going to work. And now we'll jump on board with Stampy in 9th, but it's not Stampy you need to focus on now, it's what goes on just up ahead. And that definitely deserves a replay. Now if this had been a real race, George here would have been a definite candidate for Jackass of the Week. Oh, blatant. George, you naughty boy. And as we go back on board with Stampy, you can see that, well, it's going a little bit Pete Tong for just about everybody. And as if the no grip isn't bad enough, the blatant punching and pushing, well, it's fantastic. And there we have another victim. Sorry, can't park there, sir. And we'll skip ahead a little bit and jump on board now with Light One, who was doing quite well. He managed to get up to 5th, and through keeping it clean, he was having a decent race, which is more than me said for the people in front of him. And in the space of just 2 corners, all the leaders were off the track, and he took 1st place. It just goes to prove, you keep it clean, and you can do wonders. Oh, well, maybe that was a commentator's curse. And skipping ahead a little bit again, we jump on board with Hogston, who is coming up to finish his 1st lap. And despite going deep at the final chicane, at least he manages to keep it pointing in the right direction, which is more than I managed to do. And I wasn't even going fast. Oh, the shame of it. Now at this point, I'm not going to follow the race so much, more just cherry pick some of my favourite moments. Like here, as we follow YouTube viewer, you can suddenly see George there when comes in and an absolute flyer from the left. Unfortunately, they make contact and that sends YouTube into a spin. Unlucky mate. And here we see Beloff doing pretty much exactly the same thing we just saw George do. Only this time, Beloff manages to pull it off cleanly. Well, as clean as you can pull off a dirty move. You know what I mean. Or this one, when we watch the rear view cam and see Michael Massey there try a blatant high speed punt and misses. Loser. Or here, where I decide to try the Susie Q line of driving, which actually works out quite well for me. Not so good for the guys in front who are parked up on the side of the track though. Or Huggy Bear trying to go up Eau Rouge. Not so much Eau Rouge, more of a oh no. Or this bit where we see Susie Q, aka the Wrecking Ball, take out not only herself but one of the members of Team Black. Oh, Susie. And another clip of Michael Massey causing absolute chaos for everybody else. But my favourite has to be that lap 1 dive bomb from George. An absolute classic. Sorry George, I just couldn't resist this. And as we jump back to the final few corners of the race, we can see in first place it's the Water for Team Red, very closely followed by Hogston for Team Blue. And they're coming up to the final chicane. Will Hoggy go for the dive bomb? No, he backs off a little bit, but the Water goes wide. And then Hoggy goes wide. The Water's in the... No, he spins. And that gives the win to Hogston as he crosses the line. Well done Hoggy. Well done Team Blue. There will be more videos of the other races in the event, but if you've enjoyed this one, please consider hitting those like and subscribe buttons on your way out, and I will see you guys in the next video. For more great videos like this one, follow this link. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.